Alright, everybody, welcome in. My name is Maddie. If you need to know how to find me, if you're watching this on Twitch and you want to watch me watch playlists or my exclusive videos that I do with me on camera, please come join me on YouTube at Maddie L. Lynn at YouTube. Link is in the links for YouTube and my Discord, which I will give out loud in a minute here, are both on my channel description page on Twitch. So, Discord, that is Maddie L. Lynn _ 62552. And if you're on the Discord servers and you stumbled across me, or you want to join my Discord, by all means. There's only 4 people other than myself right now, so we have plenty of room to grow. And over there on the profile page for my Discord is my links to my gamertag, YouTube, and Twitch. Now, if you're on YouTube, unfortunately, the links do not work, and I didn't know that till yesterday. But they are typed in the way you should be able to find them. So, that's Maddie L. Lynn on Twitch, Maddie L. Lynn on YouTube, and Maddie L. Lynn _ 62552 on Discord. Again, if you're on Twitch, please hit that follow. If you're on YouTube, you by all means, you can cross feed if you care to watch me live. I wish people would show up to watch me live. That would be great. Again, if you're on YouTube, please hit that like. And if you stumbled across this and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe as well. So, it took me a few hours to come up with a title for today's new series. I said something about just going through and doing a career. Well, we'll go through and do career not careers, companies on career again. I have a randomized generator thing opened on my iPad, so we'll use that to get a new starting location. Unfortunately, I can't ask Siri out loud and she give me a verbal answer. She gives multiple answers when you ask for a random country. Let's get in here, and I need probably to adjust settings on our way in here. This because I reset stuff. So I tried the sim update for 24 here, and there were no. I didn't hear in career mode. I didn't hear any ground traffic, and I didn't hear ground traffic. And we also didn't have the certifications yet in the version in the version of. Oh God, I'm losing my train of thought, not my brain. In the version of Sim Update 3 Beta, there was no certifications for heavy cargo and for the heavy airliner and the powered lift. It did give me some heavy cargo missions, but that's about all. So we're gonna slowly go through this. I need to remind myself not to hit the skip to feature. So if we only get 1 or 2 flights in a stream, then that so be it. I'm gonna, like I said, slow play this if I can. I mean, you can. So it's not if I can. It's can I remember to do it that way? As I drop chords that I need access to. So yesterday's flight took off just before sunrise in Honolulu. Actually, I took off an hour before sunrise, and well, we made it to Boise, Idaho, but didn't quite land. Um, I was on my final, or on my approach, and the game finally froze up at just before 3 hours. So I mean, it was a good place to end. Um, Tomorrow will be Boise, Idaho to Springfield, Illinois. I The Concorde looks like it's gonna take just as long as the 707 flight, which makes no sense. So we'll be on the Dark Star again. Now it said 45-minute flight time yesterday for the Dark Star, but the Dark Star has problems reaching the altitude the game set the navlog to have me reach, and the plane had trouble maintaining. I bounced off the water a few times, but anyway. And if I picked the Concorde, it would have been a 4-hour and 45-minute flight. And I did it in 3, so Dark Star was still shorter the way I was flying. Dark Star is not the fastest plane when you use co-pilot mode. But, alright, so I fixed that. I have, on my settings, I also have SimRate keybind to the keyboard. I don't know if I should be using it in career mode. But here we go. Here's career mode again. Like I said, this time we'll take it slower. Once I create my first company, maybe I'll just hold off until we get enough credits to do another company. I don't know. I didn't want to do... I said something before about just doing a flight scene company. I'd be here forever getting the credits to even purchase a second plane. Because I'd only be doing flight seeing rotorcraft, first flights, flight seeing fixed wing, and ferrying flights where I'm taking planes for somebody from one location to another. We don't ferry helicopters. Probably a good thing. Anyway, yeah. Don't know how long I'm gonna be on here today. I don't know. I gotta find a good stopping point, unlike the other day where I just kept going and wasn't really getting anywhere. I don't know if I'm gonna spend any money on extra certifications after our CPL. I don't know how I want to do this. I'd rather save up the money, get the first company, and then when we look at what I need for that company, for the aircraft that I need for that company, or the certs I need in order to do it, I think for your first company, you might need to have the most aircraft available. You might want to unlock tail draggers. You might want to have high performance engines, not multi-engine. Because I don't think you can use multi-engine and on flight seeing missions. It would be way too quick. Maybe, yeah, probably high performance, and then on rotorcraft, you want to get your rotorcraft license and your... I'm gonna go ahead and do the turbine, and then, but I don't think we use the turbine for the I don't think we need a turbine engine for the flight sim missions, but I'm not sure if the Robin 66 has a turbine engine. I know the Healer and the Gamby would be two flight sim helicopters I would probably use. Granted, I suck at flying them. Alright, let's get in here. Alright, so, where are we gonna start? Let me find the correct app here. Make sure I don't hit the wrong button and delete a window. Alright, so I have a random country generator. I'm gonna hit it. And is it gonna give me one? Now it's not gonna give me an answer. Ah! What is going on? Okay. And where are we going? There we go, now I see. It says T to Valo, and it looks like somewhere. Now see, Australia is a continent and a country, but this looks like it's got the Union Jack in the left corner, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gold stars on the right hand side with a blue background. So I also have another app where I can just pull up the name of that country, and then that's if the app is correct, and then look at find it on the map, all on one device. I'm not using multiple devices. Scroll down to the T's. The question is, will we find an airport? Now, if I can't find an airport, then I have to redo. I'll pick something else. Because sometimes you might pick an area, but there won't be a small airport. RST. Okay, it is in here. Tavula. I'll spell it out loud. It's since I can't say this. Tango Uniform Victor Alpha Lima Uniform. That is the name of the country. And then there's three cities. Alright, where on the map are you? And then I'll find it in the globe map in the game. Cause it might not have one. What? Alrighty. It is somewhere off the coast, northeast coast. I don't know how I'm gonna find it. Because the real world map has some different ways of Okay. I think right here. Let me see. Zoom back in. Okay, so somewhere out here, but I'm not seeing any airports, just to make sure they're popping up. Okay, they are popping up. I was like, don't tell me. Alright, so I have to pick a new one. We're not going there. Cause it's... Alright. Well, I'm spending way too much time doing nothing, aren't we? Alright, let's random a country again. Why are you not working? Cote d'Ivoire. It looks like an Irish flag. It looks like the Irish flag. Alright. C, with the O, C-O-T-E, and the O has that little line above it, and then D apostrophe L-V-O-I-R-E. It's gonna give me cut. But this is interesting, that because I don't know a lot of these, so there was no airport for that area that we just looked at, though. I need C-O. And there was quite a few. Okay, I'm gonna use a different way to look this up. Instead of using the... Because I want the whole country, not just the city thing. Copy. Minimize. Bring up the map app. Paste. Search. Where's Cote d'Ivoire? Okay. Alright. Let's see here. Zoom out. We want to go this way. Cote d'Ivoire is somewhere down here. Right here in Africa. Am I having an issue with airports aren't spawning? Starting locations aren't starting? Okay, I gotta check something out. I have to. Knoxville. Okay, there's Monroe County. They're populating. Okay. How many times are we gonna do the random generator to find a country, huh? I'm not seeing any starting location here. Alright. We'll try again. Bruundi. Wait a minute. B-U-R. B-U-R. I'm looking at the list on the other app. B-U-R. Bruundi. There it is. Copy the name of the country. Bring the map back up. Paste and paste. Enter. Well, where's Bruundi? Wow. Burundi is another African country. Alright. Over here. I don't know if you can start anywhere in Africa. Yeah, like, we know... Here's Egypt. And I'm not seeing... anything. I thought this was... You could pick anywhere. To start in a small airport. But that seems to I'm either they're not in the game, or I can't see them because it's sandy looking. Alright. Pick another one. Give me... Oh. South Korea. Okay. I don't need the map for that one. South Korea. I say that, right here. And there is an airport. What, just the one, huh? No, there's a few. But we said South Korea. There was two. Where'd they go? Here's one. Here's one. So, I'm not sure where the dividing line is here. So, I'm gonna go down here. We're gonna start from right here at Yegon Airport, is how I'm saying it. Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo. This is interesting because there's a mission that starts down. Oh, the airliner. All right, so we're gonna start in South Korea. See, I knew the random country generator would eventually be fun. Now if I could just do that for multiple careers. I mean, I have to still do the same steps here for career, but it's still fun that you get different stuff. I turned the iPad off, so I hope I don't have to. I might have to refresh the stream.
Hello there. You must be XM2LX, right? Welcome to Yongam Airport. I'm Takashi, the owner of this aero club.
Oh, I gave an Asian name, or not an Asian name. I wonder if that is a Korean name for the character here. Does he look like he's Asian is the question.
Here at the club, we provide all the training lessons you need to get started and earn your private pilot license.
So even though you do the same steps,
then once you've earned your PPL,
if you pick different locations, they are slightly different. They're not all the same.
But before any of that, let's head outside and take a flight to get familiar with our aircraft and the local surroundings.
Apparently, you can't start many of your careers in the middle, on the west coast of Africa or in the middle of Africa. I didn't see any starting locations. It's odd. Maybe there just isn't small enough airports for them to start you out at in Africa.
Welcome to the apron. This is where all our flying adventures begin. Why don't you walk around a bit while I finish the pre-flight preparations?
But see, that's where they could change. They could technically change it and, like, maybe give you an aircraft where you can.
Today we will be flying in a Cessna
I think you need a small airport.
It's the main
that's
trainer airplane in our flight school.
Off, so.
Our Cessna's got a glass cockpit and a 180 horsepower engine. Climbs well and is easy to fly. It's one sweet ride. I'm ready if you are, so hop in and buckle up. Let the good times roll.
Alright.
Welcome
of course,
aboard.
you get the cheesy
While you
dialogue.
settle in, let's go over our flight plan. After taking off, we will climb to 1,500 feet above sea level, and then fly over the airport to enjoy the view. Ready? Why don't you start the engine for us?
So, you look like you look like you belong in this area. That you were born and raised around here, anyway. You can't say that you look, I mean... You
the wind is from
look like
270
you're
degrees
from,
direction
have
with a
Asian
speed of
descent,
1
we'll
knot.
put that
So
way.
we'll be taking off from runway 33. Okay, let me taxi to the runway.
I'm surprised there was, I'm surprised that you could even start your career in North Korea. I got freaked out for a second, like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I forgot it was automatic there. Right.
Alright, now comes the fun part. After
Those
releasing the brakes
messages,
and
I might
applying
have
full
to turn them
power,
off.
we will speed up and take off once we reach 55 knots airspeed. We will be climbing at 75 knots, which is the recommended climbing speed for the Cessna Skyhawk. While climbing, we will follow a left-hand traffic pattern and make 2 turns.
Is that a
Don't worry
road
if it
on our
sounds
left?
overwhelming. I am here to help. Release the parking brakes, otherwise we're not going anywhere.
Alright.
Ready for takeoff? Apply full power to get us moving. You handle the yoke, and I'll take care of the pedals, steering the aircraft on the runway during takeoff. We have reached 55 knots. Pull the yoke a little bit to lift off.
Just a minute. Alright. Let's...
Perfect climbing attitude and speed. I see you know what you're doing. We are approaching our first turn. As you'll see, the Cessna 172 requires very little yoke movement to turn. We are 300 feet above the ground. I will retract
I've been having...
You keep climbing.
I've been having trouble seeing
And
these
start turning left.
squares lately.
Keep climbing and prepare for the next turn. Okay, turn left again. We are almost there. Remember, we need to climb to 1,500 feet. It will keep us 500 feet above the traffic pattern. There we are, 1,500 feet above sea level and 500 feet above the traffic pattern. We have safe separation with the other airplanes. Look around, see our airport? Let's fly over it.
Where's my 2 squares to fly through?
Fantastic. I know that you're busy navigating and controlling the plane, but don't forget to enjoy the view.
Oh, now I see it. Alright. My hand's off. Because he's about to take over anyway. Although I'm slightly readjusting here. But I'm not messing with anything now. And... come on.
Well done. I believe you have a talent for piloting. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Let's head back to the ground now.
I'm glad that we flew together today. This might be the first chapter in your pilot's journey, if you want to embark on it. Let's catch up at our
So I
headquarters.
don't think there's a way to fail that. So it took me a while to come up with today's title for the new start of this, so...
You seemed comfortable out there. I'm sure you will get your
A
PPL
pilot's
in no
journey
time.
is what and I'm gonna call it APJ, because, you know, a pilot's life is actual real app out there, whereas I hope a pilot's journey is not a career mode and third party. If so, I might be in trouble, but I don't know of it. I didn't look it up, whereas I knew APL was. And I needed
There's
a
laptop
new
in the
thing. I
office
couldn't
that
just call
shows
it
all the
Journey.
certification information you'll
Journey
need for
number
your PPL
2.
exam.
It's
Take a look.
This one I'm gonna take my time and work through it. I'm not gonna solo plane and then use all the money and just go through certifications. We will
Here you
work
can
through
see all
stuff
the
this
different
time.
certifications you can pass throughout your career. Your first step is to work towards your private pilot license.
So, well, once I get my CPL, I am gonna spend money and get my pilot's license. And then, okay, so this is all you need to unlock your passenger transport and your flight seeing. And then this is the only other one I'm gonna need, because in my career playthrough, I am not gonna do any other missions beyond flight seeing and transport for the helicopter. So we will be done once that until this unlocks. So let's go ahead and get our
All the training lessons you'll need to pass the
PPL.
PPL exam are available here. Make
I'm
sure you're
not going
comfortable
through
with these before
these.
taking the exam.
I'm not going through them just because it's a waste of time. It's well, not. No, you should go through them if you've never played this before. And I thought doing these would help give you a better reputation to start off. And no, having A's in here or S's in your training does not help your reputation. Your reputation always starts at C. Now, which aircraft do we have for that would be available that we need this? So we've got your 72, your Virus SW 121. You got the Robin DR 400 100. You got the JMB. So these are what unlock. There are more, because I mean I've purchased planes, so. Oh, we can't look at specializations yet. Okay. So let's. So I wish they gave you just enough credits to do your well, again, they need to rework this, because if you're just gonna solely do helicopters, you don't need. You shouldn't be having to get your private pilot's license for fixed wing. I don't know if there's a private pilot license certification for rotorcraft. If there is a specific one, they really should break it down. Like, are you gonna need a private pilot's license if they ever add ballooning and blimping
Your
in
first
here?
ever check ride.
Or gliders?
Start by removing
That's
the covers
separate.
and chocks. Then join me inside.
It's separate for that. Okay, so we're starting from here again to do our same airport. I think we do this from this airport like 3 times. The chocks. It doesn't matter how you remove these. If your buttons work. And we're just doing a pattern. Pretty much what we just did. The first one, except for this time, we gotta come around and land. And actually, we're not, because we did the half of the downwind leg, and then we turned the flight over the airport to do a join. Previous one.
Your goal is to complete a left-hand traffic pattern, respecting the flight path and all required speeds. Rely on what you've learned in your trainings, and you'll be fine. Now, show me the best traffic pattern that you've got.
Not that we need it, but always pull up your flight plan. See, we're just doing a perfect rectangle. Alright.
Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic. Cessna Hotel Lima 7614 is taxiing to runway Tree. Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic.
How do you expect me to get to the hold short? Okay. I wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to get to the hold short.
Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic. Cessna Hotel Lima 7614. Taking off runway Tree. Left close traffic. Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic.
Alright, let's enter the runway. And it looks like we're taxiing down and turning around. I really hate doing these. Sim rate. It's a long runway. Alright. Let's go back to normal speed. And, how are they gonna get dinged for taxi speeding? I didn't get the alert at the top of the screen. So, wow, I don't know how long you guys haven't heard anything. This is Nico. I think I was on the mic, but I'm not sure. Sometimes I am not sure. Alright. Do we have room to turn around? No, we don't. I don't know how they expect us to do this in the game. Like, what if this was a cliffside next to us, and we were on just a tiny land strip where they actually put a runway? And you want me to U-turn. And you can't reverse in this plane to do a turnaround. Alright. Let's hold short. Or hold. Alright. Slow down. Full power. We definitely had a long run. So hopefully I can get a smooth landing. 300 feet, flaps up. Alright, now I need to respect the traffic path and the altitude, so basically on here you want to stay between these boxes. Alright. Let's throttle back a bit. You know what you can do here? Active pause. You come in here and oop. I was trying to set that, but apparently that unpaused the game. Alright, now throttle back even more. So we drop speed.
Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic. Cessna Hotel Lima 7614. 2 miles southwest, 1,200 feet. Inbound to land. Runway tree. Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic.
Right, we're at 80 knots. Flaps 1. Now that can give us throttle back. Now, I've been trying to use decreased sim rate to do better landing. but I don't know why I'm doing worse with landings when I do that than when I just do it regular speed, but I'm gonna keep trying to attempt to slow down the sim rate to get better, smoother landings. But I also, it probably cause me problems because I'm also taking my hand off. Well, not that I'm using my right hand much right now, I'm just resting it, but, or to use the right thumbstick to move the camera. And I need to do it, not do it too early. Alright. Active pause. I can't. There we go.
Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic. Cessna Hotel Lima 7614 is on final. Runway tree. To land, Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic.
So, we don't see this in any other part of missions, except for right here. And this was a Sim Update 2 thing. I thought it was a Sim Update 3. You know, the following the channel here really helps. Alright, I didn't use the decreased sim rate here, because the blue squares were here anyway.
Stall.
Alright. Reduce speed. Pushing the brake. Stop at the hold short. Good. It's not like we missed it. And you can miss the hold short. Or get dinged for not getting to the hold short, even in this mission. I think that was a smooth landing. But again, our hold short and our parking stand are probably going to be right next to each other. And I need to really slow down. There's no taxiing at this airport. I wonder what's on the ground here. Because these are probably buildings or something that's supposed to be higher up. But, you know, an actual feature that they didn't implement.
Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic. Cessna Hotel Lima 7614 is taxiing to parking.
Oh.
Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic.
We're just gonna hold short, park, and shut down. All in the same spot. Works for me. I didn't have to move to the right of me. Or to the left of me, anyway.
Congratulations. You're on your way to become one hell of a pilot.
How well did we do? Wow. Respect taxi paths, 67%. Okay. But look at that, 196. Wait, what did we? Plane handling's 100%. We got a 96% on respect to traffic path, pattern, altitude. And a 99% on respect to traffic pattern path. Alright. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. Again, this is really easy to not. I mean, you can't fail this. I don't think. All right, but this will be interesting. Where are they going to give us missions? So we new aircraft that are flyable. We got the. Are you gonna? We got the Cessna, the Robin. So we got these 4, but I know there's more.
Congratulations on passing your PPL exam. Hopefully that's the first of many steps on your career path.
Although they might not be implemented right here in the game. I did buy aircraft.
Your PPL
whether they
allows you to
show up
fly
now or not
recreationally
would
and
be
begin
the
to build up your
question,
flight
right?
hours. First flight missions are a great way to increase your experience. Let's go back to headquarters and review the specializations board to learn more.
However, they should not have. I mean, I unlocked them as actual aircraft in the game, so I purchased them in career mode.
As you can see, the career journey of a pilot can take many different paths. As I said earlier, your PPL is the
your first
step,
flight
allowing you
missions
to fly
unlock
recreationally
wherever
and
you
perform
start your
first
mission.
flight
It's
missions,
not like there's
taking
a
people on
designated
tours around
area
the
for
local
first
area.
flight.
As you build up
All
your
right.
flight hours and...
Yeah, okay. I kept talking over him. So, we got the, what else can we do in first flight? We need high performance. You need tail wheel. High performance and tail wheel drag is, oh, well, wait. Here you need turboprop and tail wheel. So that is all the aircraft you need for that you can do in here. And then for your we'll go right here, flight seeing. Powerlift, you need your commercial pilot's license and your turbine, which is what I thought. Okay. Now we go to the real world map.
On this map, you can see all the missions currently available to you.
We currently only have one.
There's one mission currently available. Select it now.
Let's hope we have... Let's hope we don't have that weird issue where you can't get past this point. Alright. Oh, God, why are you putting us in it? Wow, that was random. So, our first flight mission... They're putting you in a new plane, not the Cessna. Interesting. Interesting. I always thought that this flight would always be in the Cessna 172 that you just learned how to get your private pilot's license in. No. Alright. So, you're going here, taking off, you go around, you hit your first flight seeing session, and then you go back home. Right. I need to change... How do I change this? Settings. I need a large. There we go. Change the default app. What do you mean? Oh, Okay. Maybe we'll do no. No. Large. Really? Alright. There we go. Now. VFR, that's fine. Alright. You could turn the clouds off. But it makes it look less, atmospheric. Anyway, it's funny that they gave me a different plane already. Wait, how much fuel do we need? We need to... I need to defuel by 1 pound, apparently. What? You know what? I don't know what it wants. But we'll put it back to 34. It says negative 1 pound. I don't know what that means. So, usually with the JBM, our passenger does not get on the plane. I mean, they actually get on the plane, they don't get in the passenger seat. Usually they wing walk. Alright. I wish you could change the default so that these come down, but I don't think there's a way to do that. Look at all the strut things you can check here as a vehicle drives through me. That engine cover. Okay. Oh, you're gonna be weird like that. And our torpedo cover. Well, at least I could get to it. Open the door. I love how I could back away while it was doing it. Alright. Load.
Young Cheol, I'm ready. Noted.
See how he's walking? He's gonna be on the wing, isn't he? Oh. No, they put him in the plane. Okay. Hello. Man, you look... Sorry, but this character's face just looks all messed up.
This may be just another day at the office of you, Captain. But for everyone here, it's a special occasion. Hey, Captain, meet Guang Su. He's keen on discovering the sights around Hainham. He's one of our friends, so I'm counting on you to treat him well and show him around.
What?
By
Oh, we
the
have a
way,
strobe
I'm sure you'll have a great time with
landing
him.
lights.
He's super
Okay.
nice and curious to know more about our aviation world. Seatbelt fastened? Then you're all set. Let's go, Captain.
They need to... They really need to work on giving us voices for the area we're at. Or at least accents.
Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic. JMB Aviation Hotel Lima 4366 is taxiing to runway Tree. Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic.
Why is this van
Hi,
keep
Captain.
driving through?
I'm Wangsu. Can't wait to be looking down at my hometown.
Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic.
Well, I don't need... We don't need that just yet. Sim rate increase? Ah, maybe not. Alright, now we can... You gotta be careful with the sim rate increase. I think we've been respecting the traffic speed. Or taxi speeding, anyway. So we'll find out when we come back in for landing here on this mission, whether we get the red or squares or not, for being too fast or too slow. But I don't think I didn't see them happen past the initial flight the last time I restarted, so... Alright, laps 1. So is our passenger pilot. Now, you saw my instructors, their mouths. I don't know why the other characters, they fuck their mouths open.
Thanks. How are you feeling?
Young Chio is awesome. Can't believe I'm actually doing this. And it's great to fly with my pilot.
Good. I'll leave it to you then. Enjoy the flight.
So we have landing lights on somewhere. not even at the flight training session yet. Do I? Cabin door. Yeah, it'd be funny if you could fly with it open. Where are we going to? Henam?
This view of the region is something else. It must be even more breathtaking at sunset.
Well, maybe it's good that we can't quite hear him. We don't hear how annoying the stuff will be. So, yeah. I think I will stop today's stream after I get my first pilot's license
from up here.
I think. I don't know where a good stopping point would be for this first step. There we go. I've been trying to plug in the iPad and I kept missing the port. Alright, I'm gonna probably have to get back to the... Wow, we're going quick. Really quick.
The rooftops of Hanem over there.
We're probably gonna have to be like at 82 knots or something like that, so... But if I resume and we resumed out more, I might have problems doing this flight scheme, so. Sorry guys. Not only was it being jumpy, I was also making the camera jumpy.
No way. I can see my house. That's awesome.
I have been able to keep the speed.
All the cliches about everything being more beautiful from the air are true.
See, I need to find a good stopping point. I get hungry and we're not going to be doing anything that's gonna be long that I can like just sit back and watch happened. So there's where we just circled over as we do another circuit. As we go back to the airport. Hopefully. So we're gonna circle back this way. I gotta be careful though, because there are hills. Yeah, I did lose track of these blue squares. I don't know. Are we supposed to announce our position here? But we got a long line entry, so we're not really doing a pattern. I clicked it and it will check off
Romeo
once
Kilo
it's
Hotel Echo Traffic.
hit where it
JMB
needs to.
Aviation
There we
Hotel
go.
Lima 4366.
There we go.
8 miles southeast, 1,600 feet. Inbound to land. Runway tree. Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic.
We almost sound like a helicopter.
Nice to have your feet on the ground, but the view's better with your head in the clouds.
Was there any glare shield lighting? I don't do a whole lot of flights with the Alright. I don't know when I should be taking control. And I don't know if I'm going to use the decreased sim rate on this landing or not. If I can't get a read on the squares changing colors, then I will have to. And we'll find out here in a second. Because the AI is definitely not decreasing the throttle.
Can't wait to show my photos with everyone in the club.
Back to the airport. Already, guys? So, Guangzhou, you want to fly again?
A lot of emotions right now.
My aircraft.
All I know is I'm eager to fly again soon.
I'm just gonna throttle all the way down.
Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic. JMB Aviation Hotel Lima 4366 is on final. Runway tree. To land, Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic.
Alright, flaps 2. Well, we didn't get dinged for that, but I'm probably in flaps. I was probably at flaps over speed. Alright, I need throttle up just a smidge. So I didn't see these change color what happened still or not. There's the runway. I was like, where's the runway? I'm gonna throttle off.
Oh, that gave me some serious chills.
I don't know if that's a good statement or a bad statement. Did we bounce? I think we bounced. But I kept flaring, trying to slow down even more. And luckily my flares were not too bad of going up too much. At least with this airport, I know the hold short is also where we're parking. Yeah, a lot of times when I start these careers, I actually don't do the skip feature. Because a lot of these are fun and short to do, and I don't feel like skipping stuff. Whoa, whoa. You changed on me, okay. We're gonna hold short in the middle of the runway.
Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic. JMB Aviation Hotel Lima 4366 is taxiing to parking. Romeo Kilo Hotel Echo Traffic.
Alright. Come on now. Can we actually park the way you want me to? Uh-oh, I lost all momentum now. There we go. I was like, do I need more power? Okay, throttle all the way back, and
You've given us
brakes
a
on.
fresh take on his region. He clearly loved the session, and it's fantastic.
We're a
for
little
word of mouth.
crooked,
Well
but-
done.
Alright, let's see. What do you... How can I... That's pitch trim. Throttle's already at 0. We, turn the strobe and landing light off. Oh, there's a chart down here. Always try to find charts. Take off. Take off. Landing. Selection pressure. Or suction. No, I thought it was going to tell me something like the, flap. Engine choke. We do avionics master can come off. Battery can come off. And now I was probably supposed to turn the avionics off. Well, you needed the battery on. Battery probably was supposed to stay on before you cut the engine, but whatever. Once you cut the engine, there was no power for the battery anyway. Alright. Wow, okay, so we got 98% quality on flight seeing. Flight smoothness 100%. Landing smoothness 48. That's a lot better than I thought, but... And what do we get? Flaps extended, max speed marked down twice. I told you we had that once, at least. But we got an A. Again, I'm surprised my first flight mission was in a different aircraft. But, and of course that barely moved, despite how good we are. And we jumped from level 0 to, or level 1 to level 3.
Nice work completing your first mission.
I don't think you ever get stuck at level 2 unless you really did bad here. But I think you almost automatically go from 1 to 3.
And you'll be ready to move on to your CPL in no time.
Alright. So, what do you need for your... What do we need for ferry flights? We need our commercial pilot's license. What do you need for flight seeing? Level 5 and your pilot's license. So, we're not going to get paid yet.
Here's all the first flight missions available right now.
Yep.
Take your pick which one you want to tackle next.
Okay. Ah, see? that was unplanned, but okay. It looks like we have one outside of the circumference of all these. So, this one is a 172. And this is a 172. They're both the same. And they're both right... How do you zoom out? They're both right on the edge of that, so it will move that bubble. Whereas the rest of these don't. So, well, folks, I know this is short, but I think I took too much insulin earlier, and I haven't really ate breakfast. I had to correct for my high blood sugar, and I took too much. I'm gonna leave it short here, because all I'm doing is another first flight unpaid, and then we go for our commercial pilot's license. So, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys, and I hope you enjoyed our A Pilot's Journey, Part 1. Please, again, if you're watching this on Twitch, you can find my YouTube and Discord. Links are on the channel. They actually work on Twitch, and that is... Discord is Maddie L Lynn _62552, and YouTube is Maddie Ellen at YouTube. If you found this on YouTube, unfortunately the link, you can't just push the links in the channel description part of the channel. But again, that's Maddie L. Lynn at Twitch, Maddie L. Lynn at YouTube, Maddie L. Lynn _ 62552 on Discord. And I will see you guys tomorrow for our flight from Boise, Idaho to Springfield, Illinois. Probably in it will be in 2020 because the Concorde or the 707, I'm not sure which, but I will do it over there on 2020. And with that, folks, I will see you in the next one. Now, I can't do anything off stream. Unless I do this flight. I could do this flight off stream, and then, or pick a flight to do off stream, and then come back, and we will start Friday's stream with me going for the commercial pilot's license. So, again, I can't really do much off stream except for free flying, because there's nothing to reach right now. Anyway, I will see you guys either way, career mode part. So a pilot's journey part 2 will be on Friday. My capitals to capitals / territories video flight will be tomorrow. Sorry for rambling so long, guys. But I will see you guys later. Bye.